Hey everybody, this is Emily from burlapkitchen.com, where I'm all about simplicity. Tonight we are going to make another bunny. This is a flour sack that I coffee dyed. So these flour sacks, I get them, so you can get them in the craft department, but they're actually, I found that they're cheaper. You get more of them if you go to the, where the tea towels are. But when I get them, I just take them, I bunch them all up. I put a couple in a big bowl with my leftover morning coffee, and then I let them soak in there for probably about 10-15 minutes. Then I gently wring them out. You don't want to wring them out so hard that all the coffee dye comes out. Then I wring them out, and then I hang them over. I always hang them over my my shower curtain to dry. I'm going to put some rice in the center. After I get the rice in, then I'm going to just start adding a bunch of polyfill. Okay. I'm just going to keep shoving this in here. Get it where I like it. And you want to work in the center. Get everything centered. All right. So this is the part that you got to kind of fiddle with. I'm going to pick it up here. This, like I said, guys, this is the tough part. Right here is the tough part. It would be awesome if it just went. So I just pulled these two corners together and I tied them. And I'm going to fiddle here for a minute until I get it, because we might have to go. I think I need a little more stuffing. So when you do this, there's always these little pockets before you glue them or do any, like before you really secure it. I like to keep these little pockets because then I can just stuff my stuffing down in there. So we're just going to fill him up, and kind of like when you do the second knot, kind of eyeball where you think his face is going to look good. I'm sort of thinking it's going to look good on this side. So I'm going to try and get my fill in here. That way this side looks the best. So I think I'm good. So I'm going to double knot him, and then I'm going to tuck these in. You'll see, you definitely have to play around with it. Okay, and then I'm going to tie these two corners. And then I'm going to look, I think this is the side I want to be his face. So I'm just going to kind of mess with this polyfill until I get his face looking the way that I want it. Now we're just kind of like gluing him so he kind of stays put. And guys, I was thinking too, if you wanted to, like for spring, you could definitely put some like lavender, like essential oils or something like that in your rice, and then your bunny would smell good. All right, so this is my bunny. This is the front of my bunny's face. This is what we have so far. I usually like to start with the eyeballs because I like to put the eyes on and then center everything around it. So I'm just using two black buttons that are the same, and then I'll just glue it on with my hot glue. She's so cute. Get her eyes on right here. Now that we got the eyeballs on, now we can start working like the nose and the whiskers and all that. My broom is a couple less bristles because I needed them for whiskers. But I did wash them off. I sprayed some disinfectant on them and I washed them off good. Okay, so now I have these like wood buttons. I just painted it pink. Let's get her nose on here. I'm just going to take this, and you want a real thin bead of glue because you don't want it coming out. And then we're just going to go like this and clip it. So hopefully you guys can see that okay. Blush. Yeah, guys, don't buy CoverGirl blush. Buy the cheapest blush you can find. The Dollar Tree, I'm pretty sure the Dollar Tree sells blush. So I'm just going to take some on a Q-tip. And then I'm going to put her little cheeks like right in here. And this stuff is usually pretty forgiving. Like if you get it on too dark. Usually if you just take the other side and just kind of work with it, it comes out a little bit. Now that we got all of that done, we are going to add the whiskers. And sticks out. I don't like that to stick out. So what we're going to do is we're going to glue them down. But I try to put them in where I want them because it makes like a little bit of a hole in the material. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little daub of glue. I'm going to put a little daub of glue on. I'm going to take the whisker out and put a little daub of glue on the end and then stick it back in there. That's just going to help secure it a little bit better. And then we're going to glue it down. I'm just going to run a real thin bead and glue it down. So we got all these whiskers glued down. And then you want to get all these little pieces. And then I'm going to trim them down a little bit. They're a little longer than I want, so I'm going to go ahead and trim them down. Okay, so that's what we got so far. Now we're almost done. We're just going to add a little bow. So I'm just going to take this raffia and I'm just going to kind of like go like that and then like this. Kind of like that. This is probably like the easiest way you'll be able to make a bow. Like this is so easy. I'm just going to put this in the middle like this. I'm going to take this. We're going to flip it. And then I'm going to tie it in the back. And when you start to bring it in, try to take these ends sometime want to fold funny. I just kind of flip them back around. And then you have a little bow. And then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this bow and I'm just going to glue it right on here. And there you go, guys. What do you think? So I hope you guys all enjoyed this craft. Thank you everyone for watching. Please sprinkle. It really helps me out. And guys, don't forget I'm on Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. So you can always catch me on those places too. So I hope you guys all have a great night, and I will catch you this week sometime. Bye.